Ready.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
General West. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go, G.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Got it.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Now.
Back to throw. Lawrence looking downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flush to his right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Here we go. Get it.
In your face.
20.
Check out
3.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of 2 there, second down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
58, come on. I got it.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
55.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Newton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the safety creep.
Topper, topper.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
Hey, Zoo. Hit it.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Jordan. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, echo. Get it ready.
Back to throw. Lawrence to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Gun. Hey!
Here's Newton. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Draw play, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run with Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So they go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Set. Ready.
58, come on.
Here's Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 50, Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Come get some. Come get some.
A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 1 man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. They'll roll him out. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Saquon Barkley running right. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, and even 50 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Touchdown, Carolina! Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. These two teams all tied up 16 apiece as we start the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On first and 10, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 11.
So here we go. 490.
Here we go.
26.
Now it's the backup Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. This is Barkley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll go to Barkley again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A first down carry for Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Go, 18, Gator.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, 47. 3. Watch 38. Watch 38. Check that.
Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
That's trash.
On 4th down, Lawrence. He finds his target, Fuller. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. On the ball.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Dallas, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss, and they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25.
Like 50, man. 180. Game situation. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
734.
At the 46-yard line.
On second down and 4. Carr. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Shotgun now for Carr. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, Barkley down right around the 25. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Giants' 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. natje5's, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Giants. 9-yard kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after try forthcoming. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go! Let's go!
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
80 weapon. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Broncos 7, Giants 6.
Ready. 50. Plant.
Tight Ringo. Tight on Ringo.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the production.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
64, please.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No, check that.
Five.
Come on, D. Where's 52?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
29. 52. Hey, exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready, set.
52. Come on. You better bring it. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Recon, 1 good snap.
They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Got a man open. It's Ross. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Carr now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Carr flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. John Ross, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll make it third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Getting it to them in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Let's get it. 52. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. natje5's, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Carr, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now here's Ross. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Carr. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr will get this out to Barkley, complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Check 52's the mark. We own them. We own them. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Easy, kill.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1-possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, a lot of...
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete, so no miracles here on the final play, and this ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew.